Fresh is one of the biggest content creators Fortnite has ever seen, but did you know he has a very inspirational backstory? This video by Aussie Antiques explains things perfectly, so we're gonna watch it and give my input.
That was 1,000 IQ for Mr. Fresh Asian. Mr. Fresh Asian is playing near perfect.
This is back in the double pump era.
Guess what? We got symmetrical versus
And this is the Australian Open, the first LAN in Australia. 2020? Oh, was this not the first one? Was this the second one?
The victor of last year's Pro-Am coming out on top today. In every game, there is always that player who can do anything. Take on any challenge,
I'll be taking that.
beat any opponent, and
Ninja.
make it look easy.
Lachlan.
Ninja. He does everything.
Congratulations on the...
There's been a lot,
Oh, there's Ninja.
but one of them stands out to me above the rest. Not because of where they are now, but because of where they came from. He started from nothing. And I don't mean no viewers and no followers, I mean literally nothing. His first setup was a secondhand laptop given to him by his stepbrother that he would have to do chores on to earn time to play.
That's crazy.
Sharing his setup with
Using-
cockroaches, living in government housing,
Oh,
to
man.
a millionaire by the age of 16.
16?
I was talking about Harley.
Dude, I didn't know he was that young. That's actually crazy.
This is his story.
How old is he now?
Fresh was born March 5th, 2002 in Mount Druitt, Australia. For those of you not familiar with this area, Mount Druitt is one of the poorest cities in Australia, and he would be raised by two parents who separated while Fresh was just a child. He would go on to be raised mostly by his mother, as his father would remarry and start a new family that Fresh ended up going to court with over a case of abuse.
Wow.
Despite his
know
unfortunate
that.
financial situation, Fresh would still manage to get his hands on his stepbrother's old laptop, and he began his
The power of the internet, man.
Team Fortress 2 and Minecraft. Even from the beginning, Fresh has said he always just wanted to be the best at whatever he played. He would watch streamers and content creators and pick up their movements and
He's speedrunning the Ender Dragon?
them his own. He would even in his early teens go on to be recognized for his skill even before playing any games at a competitive level. It was when Fresh discovered Counter-Strike that he would take his first step.
How's he moving and shooting like that?
He would take his brother's old busted laptop to local LAN events where players would show up with professional level PCs, yet Fresh would still beat them. He would
That's
keep
crazy.
with nice headphones, which he would then go on to sell to fuel his dream of becoming an esports pro. Little did he know, on the horizon was the game that would change his life forever. The
Many lives were
Fortnite
changed.
Battle Royale.
My life completely changed because of Fortnite.
Fortnite, shall we? It's the newest video game craze spreading across fast among kids, college kids, even celebrities.
This is a new game called Fortnite is drawing millions.
Yeah, I remember when
of players.
Fortnite was on the news every single day. It's not on the news anymore. It still has a lot of players, but it's rarely ever on the news. Dr. Lupo!
Disco!
Dude, that guy just missed every shot. 7 HP.
Hey, Tim, let's go!
And subscribe below to the channel.
Oh, man.
Let's go, baby. What y'all talking about?
I miss Daquan, bro. The double pumping. Should they bring it back? Would it be overpowered
Fresh
in this
used to
age
being good
of
at
Fortnite?
video games, but it was when he first started to play Fortnite he realized he was insane at video games, and so did the rest of the world. He would find himself at the top.
See, for me, it wasn't Fortnite that I realized I was insane. It was
Fortnite,
Elder Scrolls Online
70% win rate with
when I realized I was insane
2,000
at video games.
in a battle royale. In the early days, Fresh was more focused on becoming a professional in Fortnite rather than a content creator. But
I made the
after
right
watching
decision, though.
streamers, he thought he should try and give it a go.
Love going content. Content is much more stable and you make a lot more money.
And due to his notoriety on the online leaderboards,
And I just want to be completely honest real quick, just completely honest. I never thought that battle royales should have ever been competitive. I mean, you can do tournaments and stuff, but battle royales and competitive, in my opinion, do not mix well. 5v5, team versus team, you know, that kind of stuff makes a lot of sense for competitive.
averaging
Battle royales,
53 viewers in his first month of streaming. However, financial difficulties
not
would
it.
again begin to make Fresh's journey that much harder. He would be forced to stream off a mobile device that would only allow him to stream in roughly 500p. A quality that on most games would be terrible, but on Fortnite was almost unwatchable. Not only this, he would then have limited data each month that he would then have to make donation goals to raise money to buy more data.
I didn't know
just
that.
to keep streaming. Yet despite all this, due to his insane skill and
dude, they need to bring back the board. I thought they were going to bring it back for the summer event. They didn't.
And his next month, he would go on to average 1,400 viewers. The next
That's incredible.
part of the story is probably the one you are more familiar with, when Fresh began to be discovered by 3 of the biggest creators in Fortnite. Lachlan,
I remember this.
Muselk, and Laserbeam. It was Lachlan who first
They put him on the map
while playing a duo match with his brother Chances, and after being absolutely demolished by Fresh, went on to look him up and managed to get in contact with him.
How the hell can you have a 70% win rate? You know what mine is? Mine's 4%. Mine's 4% win rate.
4%. I think I have like a
Coach me?
Yeah, I could coach you.
30-something%.
This would then lead Lachlan to asking Fresh to be his Fortnite coach and would feature him heavily in his video, I challenged a pro player to a 1v1 in Fortnite, that now sits at almost 9
Oh, that was
million
Fresh in the video. I didn't know that was him.
And Fresh would go on now to make content and become who he is today. He still had the dream of becoming a pro player. He would even turn down opportunities to play and make content with Lachlan so he could scrim and practice with the hopes of going pro. It was a discussion that Laserbeam, Muselk, and Lachlan would often debate about with Fresh. Should he pursue content creation, or should he try to become a pro at Fortnite?
It's good to try both.
Why not both?
Yeah.
As I said earlier, Fresh is one of those players who can make,
especially in a region like Australia, which is like
do any challenge in a
it's
single
still
try,
competitive,
yet
but it's
also
not
take on
as
the
competitive
best
as like
players in
Europe,
the
for
world.
example.
He even put this to the test when he attempted to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup with Lachlan, who at the time was very good at Fortnite, but was by no means considered a pro.
He almost qualified Lachlan into the World Cup, right?
Wait, why does it keep going?
Lucky, go. Get that top out, Lucky. You're not in circle.
I don't have any mats.
Oh, you gotta edit down and kill this guy for his loot.
Nice.
Try to finish. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen this video. I've seen this clip. It's such a good clutch from Fresh.
1v1. No build. Shoot down.
Nice.
Go. Holy shit. What a fat game.
crap,
Hit the
dude.
follow button right now.
The dynamic duo would even go on to place 7th in their final week playing together, which finished with one of the most heartbreaking and memorable moments
Dude,
from the Fortnite World Cup qualifier.
Same for me. We got 4th place. Oh yeah, they didn't. They got 7th and they couldn't queue in. I didn't know they still had another game they didn't get in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's
Fresh
crazy.
would eventually set aside his dreams of becoming a professional player and would instead focus on content full time. Due to
This was a very
insane
smart
skills,
decision
he would
from him.
Still compete and place incredibly highly in events, but his priorities shifted from practicing to making content.
And he really blew up because of that.
Make a video every single day. He would take turns helping out Lachlan, Laserbeam, and Muselk with their content.
Take
Muselk
turns
himself
carrying them.
At one point, the 3 would argue relentlessly over who got to play with Fresh on update nights to make their videos easier to record. He would still face the same frustration.
Oh, remember this campfire bug?
Setup until Muselk would give him the chance to change his life forever. Fresh would move into Muselk's house where he would be able to make content with a proper setup and internet connection, and the blow up was immediate. He went from averaging 1,500 viewers in January of 2019 on Twitch to almost 6,000 viewers in April of 2019.
That's crazy.
Just 3 months later. It was at this time Fresh would also begin to upload his own content to YouTube, and in March of 2019 was already getting almost 40 million channel views.
Wow.
He would then become a staple of the Fortnite YouTube world, catapulting himself to stardom.
Yeah, it was like
joining the greats, featuring
Fresh,
and uploading
with Creamy,
most
myself,
popular content
X2
on the
Twins.
platform every single day. He would have
Typical
the opportunity
gamer.
to collaborate with
Like we were uploading
biggest
every
content
day
creators
almost.
in the world, often sitting in calls for hours upon hours discussing thumbnails, titles, and video ideas. But I need to make this clear. Fresh wasn't given his fame. He earned it. Spending
Agreed.
on average 15 hours a day playing and making content, not missing a single stream or YouTube upload, all while still maintaining his skills
I miss
as one
Pleasant
of the
Park.
best players in the game. To this day, Fresh still
I miss it.
uploads
Even though I didn't like it at the
regularly on
time, I
YouTube, pulling in almost
took it
40
for
million
granted.
views in the month of September alone. But what happened to Fresh's streams? He went from streaming an average of 80 to 100 hours a month during the months of May to July of this year, but has now stopped streaming entirely, with his last stream being on the 29th of August, almost an entire month ago. There have been many rumors speculating to the reason of Fresh's disappearance. He has since lost his partnership status on Twitch, and many people rumoring it is due to a migration to YouTube as a platform. It would make sense, as all of his closest
That wasn't the case though, right? He didn't stream on YouTube.
Laserbeam and Lachlan all have YouTube streaming deals and stream there regularly. However, no such evidence has surfaced regarding a platform swap, and with how long it has now been, a lot of people suspecting a more sinister reason.
Sinister.
I unfortunately do not have any more information to
I think he just didn't want to stream anymore.
Made any public statement on his sudden lack of streaming. I hope it's a simple case of him taking a much needed break and time for himself to focus on other endeavors, but I'm sure time will tell. Despite where he started, Fresh has on all levels truly made it. He has a close and loving group of
You know, I just realized like the story of like Fortnite content creators like stopping and like stepping away or disappearing, like it's so common. Like we've seen it with Fresh, with Daquan, with Hamlin's. There's a bunch of creators that were here and they're just like burnt out or just we're done. And it's like, and sometimes it does get a little lonely. It does get a little lonely sometimes.
Partner and just purchased his first house. The story of Harley, Mr. Fresh, Asian Fresh is one that I think everyone should know. That no matter your circumstances, no matter where you're starting, you can make your dreams a reality.
I'm wondering if one day there will be a video about me when I step away, when I'm done. Who knows? Who knows?
I really hope you guys enjoyed.
Guys, huge shout out to Aussie Antiques. This was a really well put together video. Make sure you subscribe to him, and thank you guys so much for watching.